Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the January monthly musings video. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, highs of the month was definitely the dance shows. January was a busy month. I feel like I say that every single time, but I had 4 weekends of dance shows and they all went swimmingly. I had such a good time and my body kept up. I actually wasn't like as sore or as in pain as I thought I would be by the end of it. So that's really, really great. And you know, good job to my body for keeping up. That was definitely a high. It always is. Doing a full show run like that is just like pretty surreal for me as someone that doesn't necessarily consider themselves a professional dancer, but to dance that much on stage in front of live audiences is nothing I take for granted, and I do really enjoy it. So that's definitely the highlight of January. I also have to mention this other highlight because I will have this as a core memory forever. At the end of one of our club nights, after we were celebrating the show, they were closing down the club, the lights were coming on, and then they played Enchanted by Taylor Swift. They had never done this before at the club we were at, and they played the whole song. They didn't even cut it short, and that was like the final song of the night, and it was just the most glorious moment. And so yeah, that's definitely a highlight that I just wanted to share because it was so great. Also, apologies if the lighting is going in and out. We're dealing with an actual sunny day, which is rare, but it's causing problems for my lighting, so bear with me. And my lows of the month are pretty normal for January. I'd say like lack of sunlight, just all the gray days and the rain that we had, and also just like the time change. I'm very much looking forward to daylight savings happening in a couple weeks. I say a couple weeks to like hold on hope here because I'm ready for the days to be longer and for me to be able to film past 4 p.m. essentially. In terms of like seasonal depression though, I feel like I'm actually doing okay with the shows being on the weekend and then myself being busy during the week filming content and stuff. I feel like I've actually been able to keep my kind of seasonal depression at bay, which has been really nice because this was again my first like winter without being on antidepressants in a bit, and it's going pretty well. So I'm very thankful for that like my depression days are not as bad as they once were, which is really nice. Moving on to my favorite purchase of the month, which is technically actually a repurchase, and that is this pair of shoes from Call It Spring. I purchased a new pair of white sneakers. I think they're Adidas ones, and I got them a couple months ago, maybe like September, and every single time I wear them I got blisters. I don't know what's up. I normally get blisters when I break shoes in, but these ones were just like horrendously bad and it felt like they were sawing off my ankles. Nonetheless, if you don't get blisters from shoes, I'm probably gonna list them on my Poshmark. They're very cute and I wish they fit me and I wish they were fine, but they simply hurt my feet every single time. So I caved and I just repurchased the white sneakers that I had previous to this. The pair that I had here were like starting to break at the bottom and they were just like really worn out. And so I was like, you know what? Might as well just like get the same ones again, because why not? They work, they're great. These give me no issues, no blisters, nothing. They're literally $50 and they are so comfortable. They go with everything and I'm obsessed. And so yeah, I should have just repurchased these sooner because I love them so much. And yeah, $50, you really can't beat it. This is very exciting. For my most used, most worn, I actually have more than just beauty products this time. So I'm actually gonna start with a pair of pants that I recently picked up from Abercrombie. This month I purchased some new jeans and then this pair of pants, which I did like a whole reel on that I'll actually probably be going up on Monday. So perhaps you haven't seen it yet. So these are from the Curve Love line and they're kind of like a dress pant almost. I would consider them like office wear essentially, but it feels so nice to wear a pair of pants like this that are like comfy and like stylish but like really put together. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right with my life, if that makes sense, and this color is really great. I'll have all the details linked below and stuff like that, but yeah. I love this pair of pants. I think it goes with a lot of different outfits and I had been wanting something like this for a really long time, and since I've had them I've already worn them a ton, so I know that they were a good purchase, although a little bit pricey. So if you are gonna buy from Abercrombie, definitely wait until they have a coupon code. I didn't. I was like, you know what, I just need new pants and I need them now. So I paid full price for them, but I actually don't mind because I really like them. Next, I have the Huda Beauty powder. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Pound Cake. I picked this up from Sephora probably about a month ago, and I really like this powder. I've used the Laura Mercier one for years and I just wanted to try something different. I love the scent of this, which I feel like might be kind of controversial because, you know, beauty products probably shouldn't have scents, but I love the scent of this. I also just find that it's a really great powder. I wear a lot of like glowy foundations, but I really like a matte look, so I like to combine them. It's great for baking. I love how thinly milled the powder is, and it's just been really fun to use, honestly. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This one's a little dirty, so that's how you know I've been enjoying it. But the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, this is the Power Plush Longwear Concealer. This has been my go-to concealer lately, and I feel like that's saying a lot because I really love my Hourglass one, but I've really been enjoying the pointed doe foot that this one has. I like the application. It sets down really well. That is absolutely not showing. Hello? It's not hard, just focus. There we go. Now you can see it. I enjoy the application of it. I find that it wears really, really well. It sets down really nicely with that powder. I've just really been enjoying it. So if you've been in the market for a new concealer and you've been considering this one, I say go for it. Third most used product is actually kind of a sad story, considering when I went to go grab this to place below me for filming, I accidentally smashed the cap and now it's in 3 pieces. So at least it's not the actual packaging, but I'm a little bit sad because this is only a couple weeks old. Nonetheless, the product is unharmed. This is the Luna Bronze Illume Tanning Water, and this is a mist self-tanner for your face. Luna Bronze recently sent me this and then another one of their Eclipse tanners, which is one of my favorite clear tans. I really, really enjoy it. You guys know I'm always looking for a new face tanner, one that doesn't break me out and all that kind of stuff, and I have found that this has been really great. Honestly, after 4 weekends of shows, I thought my skin was going to be trash, but it's been really, really okay, and I'm very thankful. And I love the mister on this. I think that it is so good. It coats the face evenly, gives a really nice like subtle glow. I'll spray it at night even after all of my skincare and just like kind of layer it on top, and it still comes through the next day, which is really great. I will show you the mist here. Like, it's so light. It's so, so great. If you're looking for a new face tanner, I definitely recommend this. I've used it like pretty well every other day since I got it. It's also a great product, and the mister is so good for your hands and your feet if you have a hard time tanning those. I definitely do. Mine are always like, you know, a little splotchy and not great, so a mist for your hands is great too. So yeah, love this, highly recommend. And the last thing I wanted to share in this category for most worn is my new leather jacket from Zara. This is like a cropped leather jacket. Maybe I'll put it on to show you. I love this thing. I have worn it so much. Even in the winter, I feel like it's a good layering piece. I got it big enough that I can fit like bulky sweaters underneath. And I love the look of this. I think it is so cute. I love how cropped it is. I feel like it's the perfect size. It does have pockets, and I've been wearing it a ton. I'm obsessed with it, and I feel like it goes with everything. I've always loved a leather jacket, but it's nice to have a bit of variety, and I feel like this one is just like really square and cute. So love her. Okie doke, let's move on to what I read. Also, look at how cute my laptop stickers are. I will link the website down below. She sent me a bunch. The baddie one and then like a couple other ones aren't from her, but most of them are from Mikayla of the Sticker Shop, and they are so cute, and I love them. I think it's so fun. I think I read about 13, although 3 of them are short novellas, so they count for my reading goal, but like not necessarily as like full books. Anyway, starting off the year strong with Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I really enjoyed this. I gave it 3 stars. It's cute, it's quirky, it's pretty simple and easy to read. It was pretty good. Number 2, I read A Long Time Coming, which is the 3rd book in the Kane Brothers series. If you like the billionaire trope, you're gonna love these. They are so, so good. The second one was definitely my favorite, but I did really enjoy the 3rd one, and it feels nice to just like finish off that series. I did thoroughly enjoy them. 10 out of 10 across the board. Then I wanted to get back into my hockey romance, and so I started the Off-Campus series, which I thought was gonna be maybe a little bit YA for me, but it was actually pretty good, even though it is like based in a college world and town and everything. I did really enjoy it. So the first one is called The Deal. These are by Elle Kennedy. I gave this one 3 stars. You know, it was cute and easy to read. I moved on right from there to The Mistake, which is Off-Campus number 2. I like this one a little bit more. I gave this one 4 stars. I also really like that this series kind of overlaps with each other. So you kind of start off back in the other book a little bit, and then it kind of overlaps to the next one, and that kind of happens throughout the whole series, which I really like. Moving on, I finished off the Honey Mountain series, so I read the 5th one, which is Only Mine. I really like this, and I feel like this was quite a bit different than the other previous books in this series. It's like about like an ex-Navy SEAL, but also billionaire. It had like a bunch of different tropes that weren't necessarily always intertwined in the other parts of this series. If you like the Chestnut Springs series from Elsie Silver, you will enjoy these books, and I'm sad that it's over, honestly, because I really enjoyed these. And then we got into the Twisted series, and I made a whole TikTok on this when I was like in between reading some. Twisted Love. I'd been putting off reading for a very long time because Book Talk had hyped it up so much. I was like so excited to read it, and so I was like, you know what, I want something like this. I'm gonna start it. I was not disappointed. I love this series so much. It's definitely a bit darker than some of the other books that I've been reading, but that's totally okay. I like really enjoyed that part, and it just like kept me on my toes. The smut is smutting. It was so good. So Twisted Love is the first one, and then I went right into Twisted Games, which I feel like not a lot of people talk about, but it is literally like a smutty Princess Diaries. It is everything you could ever want. First book is Best Friend's brother's best friend, sorry. And second book is a princess and her bodyguard. it's literally Princess Diaries. It's so good. I loved it so much, and I'm still giddy over it. I loved it. Then I went in to read one of the Improbable Meet Cutes. These are the short novellas that came out for Valentine's Day. There's a series of 6 of them. These are really, really short, like literally 100 pages or under. Super easy to read in one night, and so the first one I read was The Worst Wingman Ever. This one was good. Didn't really give it a rating because it is such a short one. Honestly, I'd kind of just based it off of reviews that I had seen, so I might go back and read a couple other ones because I got through half of them, but they're just quick and easy and very cute. And we read the third in the Twisted series, which is Twisted Hate. This one definitely is enemies to lovers, which was really fun and definitely a bit spicier than some of the other ones, and also just like had a lot of twists and turns that I wasn't expecting, but like in the best way. I loved it so much. And yeah, I feel like this is like a favorite out of the series. I did really like it, but Twisted Games is still definitely my favorite. I don't know why, I just really like that concept. And yeah, it was really good. I liked it. And then I went back to the Improbable Meet Cute series. I read The Exception to the Rule. This one is hands down the best one. If you read any of them, read this one. The first half of the book is actually email correspondence in like a pen pal way. It is so stinking cute, and the ending is amazing. This one really has you like kicking and screaming and giddy all over. It was adorable. And then I read The Royal Valentine, which is again part of that series. It was cute. It was like princess goes undercover to like live a normal life for a couple days, you know. Just a quick and easy read. I think it was like 50 pages. And then I went back to the Off-Campus series and read The Score. This one is also enemies to lovers, I'm pretty sure. Dean is just an interesting character because he showed up obviously in the other 2 books, and so it was really exciting to finally see his story and see who he falls for. And so I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I thought it was definitely one of the better ones out of this series. And then to finish off the month, I read Twisted Lies, which is the last in the Twisted series. I was really sad to be finishing off these books. I know that this series is one of those that people wish they could reread for the first time, and so I definitely was like taking my time to like really soak it in. I really liked this one. I love the way this ended. I feel like it really, they saved like a lot of the good stuff for the last book, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I could not put it down, and I was really sad when it was over, but it's also nice to see kind of the conclusion of that series. There we have it. Those are all the books I read this month, which was a lot, but also I had a great time doing it. Moving on to some goals for this upcoming month, starting off with the goals from last month. The first one was, instead of restricting, making better choices with food and eating more vegetables. I feel like I did a decently good job of this. I've been snacking on like a lot of fruit and stuff instead of other things, and just like, yeah, making better choices when it comes to our meals and different things. So I feel like we did okay. There's obviously room for improvement here, but I'm not gonna be too hard on myself here because it is kind of a touchy subject, but also, you know, we're out here doing our best. The second one was keeping my immunity up because I have 4 weekends of dance shows, and I can happily say that I did not get sick at all during the entire run of the shows, which never happens because I always get sick being around that many people. So I'm very grateful that I made it through to the end and felt really great about all of it. I did not think about my goals for this month prior to filming this video. Honestly, I think one of the top goals for this month is to clean our apartment because it is getting so out of control. If you guys saw my last vlog, you would know that my closet in this room kind of exploded and broke, and it was this whole mess, and I still have not fully cleaned up the pieces from that. I still have like a rolling rack of clothes, and all my dance stuff is still, you know, packed in their bags and stuff. So I have a lot of like decluttering and cleaning and like deep cleaning I need to do. So that's kind of probably the biggest goal of the moment, is just like get my shit together a little bit when it comes to all of this, because it's starting to really affect my life and that's not good. And then I think a second goal I want to have is to just get back to Rumble and get back to other forms of exercise beyond dance. Now that shows are over, I can kind of focus on other things, and I went to a Rumble class last night and I really enjoyed it and I really missed it. So I'd love to bring that back into my routine and just like essentially just like get out there and do something good for my body, whether that be going for a walk while listening to a podcast. I kind of just need to get into a better routine and do something more frequently during the week. And there you go, friends. Those were my January monthly musings. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please let me know what you've been loving in the comments down below, whether that be a goal for next month or something you read this month. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment, and yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you like these videos, and I will see you in my next one. Have a great day. Bye.